to my YouTube channel, where my approach is to share with you relationship advice centered around breakups in a conversational manner as if I am there with you. Relationships, especially the time following a breakup, is one of the worst things we can go through in life, but it doesn't have to be. I'm here to guide you through it, and you're not alone. Suicide. I want to take a very different approach to this subject matter, and I understand that this may be very sensitive to some people, and they may find it very difficult to talk about it. I want to start off by saying that if you are feeling suicidal, especially following a breakup, a romantic breakup, I want you to know that I understand. I feel what you are going through, and I hope that you believe my words when I tell you that you're not alone. There's nothing wrong with you, and what you're feeling is completely normal. But believe me when I say this to you that this feeling will go away. I promise. I want to normalize suicidal thought and tell you that it's okay to feel this way. And if you want to take a very spiritual approach, a thought or an idea is simply just a thought or an idea. It can't be good or bad. It's the actions that follow. That's the problem, especially with suicide. And what you're feeling just goes to show how much you value that person in your life. I know that right now you may feel lost. You may feel like you're without direction and that you've lost a part of your identity. But again, I want to remind you that this is just a feeling, and this negative feeling will go away. And if you need to, listen to this video over and over again. That however you're feeling is perfectly fine as long as you don't associate your thoughts or ideas with an action that is of taking a life, especially your life, because your life is very valuable. You're very important. I want to share with you my personal story. Twice before in my life, I've thought of committing suicide. The first one was when I was a child, after losing my mom and my dad. I felt lost. I felt like I didn't belong in the world, and I felt like if I died, no one would care. I'm just an orphan child, someone that not a lot of people have high hopes or expectations on. They constantly reminded me to work hard and to strive hard because I don't have any parents, but I felt as though people looked down on me, that they've always felt bad for me because I didn't have the proper structures in place to support me. The second time was after my breakup with my very first love. And I'm sure many of you can relate that your first love, that breakup is very painful. And both times, the pain was very excruciating. It felt very overwhelming, and it felt very painful. And it's hard to describe. And we know that family and friends try to comfort us, try to console us, try to reassure us that everything will be okay, just the way I'm doing right now in this video. And you know that we mean well, others mean well. And you know that if you were able to turn this negative feeling off, you would. I understand. Instead of warning you about the consequences of suicide, I want to instead shift your focus on the positives. Life is filled with pain and suffering, but life is beautiful. It doesn't have to be this way. You're not alone. You're not suffering alone. I've suffered with you, and I'm still suffering with you. I may not share the same pain as you, but I'm also in pain. Every one of us go through pain in life. There's so many of us out there that we all can bond together through our pain and suffering. And there are some of us who are stronger than others. Even if you're feeling weak right now, it doesn't mean that you'll always be weak. I want you to know that. If me or anyone else in the world can shoulder your pain and take it away, we would do it in a heartbeat. But we can't. The best thing we can do is share with you our words of affirmation, of validation, someone for you to listen to with no judgment. If you need someone to talk to, I recommend talking with me, talking with your friends, your loved ones, those who are close to you. And if you really need to, seek professional help. The last thing I want you to do is weaponize your suicidal thoughts. Allow yourself to feel the pain. Let it happen. Your pain, it's all in your mind. It can't hurt you. These thoughts and ideas cannot hurt you. It may feel overwhelming at times, but it reminds us that we're human and that we love. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Talk about it as much as you can. It'll help you heal. It'll help you grieve through the pain. And it'll eventually help you let go of these thoughts. And again, I want to remind you that you're not alone. You're not wrong in feeling the way that you do. I'm not better than you just because I was able to overcome my own personal thoughts. But I'm here with you. And with time, we'll get through it together. You're a beautiful person and have a beautiful soul. And everything will be okay. I was fortunate enough in that the remaining people in my life, my close friends and my family, they were able to reassure me and comfort me and help pull me out of that negative mindset. And I hope that I can do the same for you. You're not alone.